So before going to Dr. Lindsay, I had severe adrenal fatigue that came with a multitude of symptoms, mainly hair loss, fatigue, um, strange things like joint aches and pains, muscle weakness, muscle shakiness. The list could really go on, but that's just to name a few that I can remember. Um, so the main reason was the adrenal fatigue, and I was seeing many different doctors, and one of my doctors had suggested going to Dr. Lindsay, and I had never heard of her. I had never heard of the practice. She had called her a chiropractor, and I'm like, I go to chiropractors. I've been going to chiropractors my entire life, and I wasn't putting the connection together as to how it could benefit me. But there was some, you just kind of have that gut feeling, and she had recommended it, and she talked about how Dr. Lindsay was different and how they work with the nervous system, and their goal is to get you out of that fight or flight, because I was constantly stuck in fight or flight, and every situation was like an oh my gosh moment, like what do I do? My body freaked out anytime really anything happened. It didn't have to be a major event. It didn't have to be something incredibly stressful. So the more she talked about it, the more intrigued I was by it, and I decided to schedule an appointment, and I did, and I went and talked with Dr. Lindsay, and it made sense. It sounded like something that I had not done before, and nothing that I was doing currently was working. I'd see mild improvements, but nothing that stuck and stayed and that was consistent. So I decided to see Dr. Lindsay, and it is by far one of the best decisions that I've made in my course of treatment. Not just for adrenal fatigue, because I have also issues with my neck and with my back and spine in general, and I have a slipped disc in my neck, and I had whiplash at one point, and it caused nerve damage. So I had this consistent twitch underneath my right eye, and it didn't go away. It would twitch for weeks at a time, and this lasted for over a year. Regular chiropractic care wasn't taking care of it, but I didn't think that seeing Dr. Lindsay would be what took care of it. But she's proven so many in so many ways how she can retrain my body and teach it healing. And since I've been going there, I mean, the adrenal fatigue is almost non-existent. I don't lose hair every day. I don't have to vacuum my bathroom floor because there's wads of hair all over the place. I'm not pulling out hair in the shower anymore. I don't have severe anxiety. Not everything is an oh my gosh moment. What do I do? My body knows how to react to things. It doesn't get so stressed out. I'm not stuck in fight or flight. And that's something that I didn't know could be accomplished with Dr. Lindsay, but she's proved it to be the only way that I could possibly have dealt with it at that time. And as far as the spinal issues that I had, the eye twitch, the nerve damage that came along with that, it's gone. It's been gone. It's stayed gone since I've been with Dr. Lindsay in care. And I mean, that was a constant thing for me for a year and a half. And I didn't know if my eye would ever stop twitching or if the neck pain would ever go away. And, every once in a while I do something, I can get back to my normal workout routine now. And every once in a while when I flare something up, because I don't think that I have perfect form all of the time. And I reactivate an injury, or I irritate something, and I can go and I tell her, I'm having a little bit of pain on the right side of my neck. And I mean, within a couple of treatments, it's already resolving itself. My body is doing the work on its own. I don't need someone to manipulate it all of the time. And that wasn't necessarily working for me anyways. So the consistent neck pain is gone. The stiffness is gone. But my main focus was the adrenal fatigue, and I don't really have those symptoms anymore. And just another side note of something that I truly believe was an accomplishment of Dr. Lindsay's work is, my menstrual cycle hasn't been regular for the past 10, 12 years. It's never been regular, really. And it took maybe 8 or 9 months of being with Dr. Lindsay, and now my menstrual cycle is regular. And another thing that I never thought would be accomplished, because it's just never been a normal for me. So just some of the unexpected benefits that I got from seeing Dr. Lindsay. It's truly remarkable, and I couldn't ask for better care, and there isn't anywhere else that I would want to go. So I think that my future with Dr. Lindsay is bright. I think I will stay with her for as long as possible. So yeah, absolutely. I couldn't recommend anybody else.